Are you ready? I got all my stuff here. Right. You ready? Here we go. Blank. I've been waiting to ring this new bell. Please stand for the pledge. Get up, Dennis. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Who has invocation today? Pastor Ray. All right, let's go.
Okay, let us pray. Father, we just give you praise and glory over this moment that we have. All of these beautiful people, men and women, Father, Rotarians serving the community. We pray that you bless our fellowship and bless this year. Let this be a great year as we advance what you are wanting all of us to do as a team. Help us to be a team that will win the World Series for Clinton. We pray that in Jesus' name. Amen.
Remain standing. We're going to do the four-way test. Carrie started that. I like it. Of the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? You may be seated. Well, I'm sorry you got to look at me today. Carrie can't be here, and I got asked to be the victim. So you're really the victims of having to tolerate me for 45 minutes. We have some. Who's doing program? Dennis, you got program today?
Yes.
Perfect. I don't have any notes. Susie, do you have anything we need to relay? From Carrie? Perfect. You're gonna, well, you suffer me a little bit less. All right, who's doing fellowship? Paul? You got fellowship?
Yes.
Okay, you can come on up.
All right.
Perfect. They like you.
Oh boy, they ever like me, but not after today. Good afternoon. Good to see everybody. It's nice to have so many tables filled. Thank you. We have some guests today, and we are pleased to welcome them. I believe Dennis has a couple of guests.
I will introduce them later.
All right, to the program. All right. How about Brian Kelly? Oh, way in the back.
With me today from the Eastern Iowa Community College System, our Chancellor, Dr. Lane Shiwi.
Welcome to Rotary. And Aletha has a guest.
I have with me my twin sister, Kawana, visiting from Idaho.
Welcome to Rotary. Good to have you here. And my table mate up here, Heather, has yes.
We'll let Kelly introduce herself. She's with us on the Citizens Corporate Sponsorship.
Kelly Smith, Commercial and Ag Officer at the
Welcome to Rotary. Jennifer has a guest in the back.
Welcome my husband Charlie, cancer pre-diagnosis Friday.
All right. And someone from Clinton National Bank is hosting, I believe.
We're back here.
You're back there. Well, do you have to introduce yourself?
Yes.
Oh, well, please stand up and introduce yourselves.
So I'm Emily Banker. I do marketing at the main bank. I'm Sarah Norman. I'm in HR also at the main bank. So we're filling in for Rich Khan. Awesome.
Very good. Welcome to Rotary. That means the whole club is hosting you. And we have some student guests from Clinton High.
I'll introduce them as a former Clinton High School graduate.
All right.
First of all, one at a time, Addison Lorenzen.
Hi, I'm Addison Lorenzen. I'm a junior. I'm a part of the synergy program at the high school, and I'm also working here at Rochelle's. I've been here for a little over a year. And after school, I plan on going to Kirkwood. I'm not sure what I'm majoring in that.
Welcome to Rotary. If you're giving a talk, you have to come up here.
senior class president here, Jackson Hoffman.
Hi, I'm Jackson Hoffman. I'm a senior at Clinton High School and participating in a lot of sports at Clinton, FBLA, National Honor Society, Student Council President. And after high school, I plan on attending Iowa State for political science and pre-law.
Welcome to Rotary. I hope you find something to do in high school.
And we have CC on.
Hi everyone, I'm Ceci Hahn. I'm a senior at Clinton High. I'm involved in student council where I'm the treasurer, and NHS where I'm vice president. I'm also in tennis, track, and cross country. So, well, running, I guess. And I was involved in band, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and Quiz Bowl. And after high school, I plan on attending CCC for a summer. I'm already dual enrolled. I've taken calculus and calculus 2 and statistics, which sets me on path to major in mechanical engineering at Iowa.
Terrific. Welcome to Rotary.
Last but not least, we have Madison Hensel.
Hi, my name is Madison Hensel. I'm a senior at Clinton High as well. I'm also dual enrolled at CCC through the Business Academy. So I will also graduate from that this year with my certificate in small business management. I'm involved in volleyball, NHS, student council, and synergy as well. And I am a server at Happy Joe's.
Very good. Welcome to Rotary. Any other guests today? All right, thank you. Glad to have you here. We're at the end of the month and we didn't have a meeting last week, so I'm going to review the whole month's birthday list. So if you failed to congratulate people with a birthday this month, this is your last chance. Heather Farwell had a birthday on the 4th, Norland Henke on the 7th, Mary Connell on the 17th, Matt Brook on the 20th, and Jill O'Neill has one on the 25th. So happy birthday this month. Congratulations. And similarly, our Rotary anniversaries, Julie Dunn was 8 years on the 9th, Claire Byard, 35 years on the 11th, Matt Brooks, 8 years on the 16th, Andrew Kidda, 8 years on the 16th, Francis Bogus, 3 years on the 17th, and Andy Green, 11 years on the 31st, still coming up. So congratulations, Rotarians. All right. This is the time where we raise money for the scholarship fund. And I know we have a generous group here today. One of the primary goals of Rotary is to support education and literacy. That's why we distribute dictionaries to third graders, why we provide scholarships to high school graduates and college students. Plus, we have some of the most literate and astute people in town as members of our club. So today's fellowship will focus on words and their definitions. I got a word of encouragement over here.
You got something.
Something, all right. All right. So I will provide an English word, and you are asked to choose the definition. I'm not telling a donation amount or for a correct or incorrect answer. Instead, let your support of education be motivated by your spirit of generosity and measured by the amplitude of your munificence. And I would remind you there are 3 ways to give. Of course, there's cash today, but you will notice the little signs on your table. If you prefer, you may phone the one number on there and text scholarship to 855-800-4975, or you can use the QR code that is on the other side of the sign. Just follow the instructions when you kind of log into those. So now it's time for a little generosity. I'm going to start with the table with all the Clinton High students here, all right? Okay, and your word is petrichor, right? Is that a 5-color figure or design? A company engaged in the extraction of oil, natural gas, and rare minerals. The pleasant earthy smell that accompanies the first rain after a long dry period, or an animal containment area.
The second one.
The second one, a company engaged in oil, natural gas, and so on. Is that your answer? That's your answer. Oh, all right. No, it's C, the pleasant earthy smell that accompanies the first rain after a long dry period. For example, the petrichor after the summer rain was a welcome relief. I'm sure they would welcome that in Los Angeles these days. All right, we'll cross over in the middle and we'll go to Norland's table. And your word is exismas. Okay, exismas. By the way, leave your phones down so you know.
Cheaters.
Is that feigning disinterest in something while actually desiring it? Or B, a means of gaining entry to a secret room or area? C, a small land bridge between two bodies of water? Or very insulting behavior?
Idaho says C.
C, small land bridge between bodies of water. No, that's not correct. The first, it was A, feigning disinterest in something while actually desiring it. For example, I know you want that donut. You're just displaying exismas by pretending you don't. Okay, now we're gonna go back to Jennifer's table. All right. And your word is metanoia. Is that the ability to be present everywhere or omnipresent? B, all-consuming terror. C, a fundamental change in one's beliefs. Or D, fear of medication or vaccination. You can read those again if you want. That's all-consuming terror. Is that your choice? I know, I'm sorry. It's a fundamental change in one's beliefs. For example, the conquering country required complete metanoia from those that ruled. They must believe in the ideals of their rulers and not just pay lip service. Okay? All right, well, you're a little short-handed over there, but we'll go with the back table again. Your word is apprecate. Okay, apprecate. Is that to respond to a question, or B, make wide or accessible, C, to serve fancy hors d'oeuvres or appetizers, or D, to bask in the sunshine. B, to make wide or accessible? No, I'm sorry. It's to bask in the sunshine, for which cats are good. For example, the cat lay applicating on the back of the couch near the window.
That's good, that's good.
Okay, we'll come up here to Andy's table. Your word is crepuscular. Okay, crepuscular. Is that A, weak or ineffective? B, hover like twilight, dim. C, spine chilling, horrifying, or C, swollen, filled with pus. Crepuscular. Oh, come on, Wes, you must know this. You know.
We're saying B.
B, of or like twilight, dim. You are correct. Congratulations. It's also being active at twilight or just before sunrise. You know how some animals are nocturnal and some are diurnal. But what about animals like deer that are active during dawn and dusk? These animals are crepuscular. For example, gerbils are crepuscular, so they can serve as an alarm clock if you keep them in the bedroom. I'm sure that's why you have gerbils. All right. We'll come over to my table. Oh, Heather, you're bound to know this one. It's noisome. Noisome. Is that A, offensive to the point of arousing disgust, foul? Or is it B, overbearing, manipulative? Or C, irritating, loud, obnoxious? Or D, very attractive, elegant, noisome?
Spell it.
The what?
Could you spell it?
Oh, they want to spell it. Noisome. It's an adjective. What, B? D, very attractive, elegant? No, that was not a very attractive answer. It's offensive to the point of arousing disgust, foul. For example, the cooler of fish, forgotten in the trunk of the car, began to emit a noisome odor after a few days. All right. Now we'll come up to our chair's table. And your word is Zugma. Zugma.
Can you spell it?
Yes, I can. Zeugma.
What's the country of origin?
These are all English words, by the way. Is that a contagious disease spread by closely confined animals, a deep or difficult set of beliefs, a figure of speech in which one word has a double meaning within a sentence, or the study of large aquatic animals? Zugma. B as in boy, a deep or difficult set of beliefs? No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. It's a figure of speech in which one word has a double meaning in a sentence. For example, the room was light, but his fingers, the room was not light, but his fingers were. Or he stole my heart and my car. All right, now the final bonus question is for me, and if anybody gets this, I'll chip in $20. The word is Yooper, Yooper.
Someone who lives in the Upper Peninsula.
Yeah, you've been there. Okay, say it out loud.
Someone who lives in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
Correct. It's a native or inhabitant of the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. They live in the UP, which is where my wife grew up and was born. So UP becomes Yooper, and that actually was accepted in the dictionary about 3 years ago. Thank you for your generosity. We look forward to sharing again.
I want to say, you know, Paul has the nicest disappointed voice. And he's so forgiving. No, I'm sorry. No. Awesome. Okay. So we have a program up. Dennis, it's all yours, sir. Are you ready? Are we ready? Oh, let me take a look around the room real quick. Look at all the tables that are full. This is like one of the if you don't remember, when we have under 40 dinners, we bring stuff to information referral so people can eat. We won't be able to meet that. We're going to go over 40 today. And that's a good thing for the club, right? So keep people coming, keep them interested in being here. Dennis, you got the program. You're off, sir.
Thank you. All right, I'm wearing this jacket in my dad's honor, my dad's memory. And I'll tell you privately if you ask me later about the conversation I had in 2008 with Len Dawson. But I'm not going to repeat that in public.
No, don't do that.
All right, with us today, we're going to learn about the Downtown Clinton Alliance. And so First of all, we have the owner of Happy Joe's Pizza. She's currently the president of the Downtown Clinton Alliance, joined by Lindsay Moorhart, who is owner of Rusty Barrel Lounge and is also a current board member. And Megan. Megan is the administrator for the Downtown Clinton Alliance since August of 2024. She also works for the Clinton County Development Association, which is the nonprofit licensee holding organization for the Wild Rose Casino. So they're here to talk about and tell us a little bit more about downtown Clinton. Please welcome them with a round of greetings.
All right, well, thanks Dennis for inviting us. Again, I'm Megan with Downtown Clinton, Carrie and Lindsay. Just kind of telling you an update about what's been going on downtown. So 2025, new look coming soon. We're working with Ari from Clinton National Bank on rebranding the downtown, coming up with a logo and just kind of a fresh image to spruce it up and get people talking about downtown and hopefully build some excitement about the new things that are going on. So what are we? We're a SMID. There's no H, so no, it's not SMID, but think Business Improvement District. And then DCA, where does that come from? So Downtown Clinton Alliance, it's kind of the slogan that they've come up with. It's a lot easier than saying SMID every time we're explaining what that is. One fun fact, SMIDs are primarily in Iowa. Most states use a BID, so a Business Improvement District. So Iowa is one of the only that actually calls it a SMID. So what are we up to? We kind of go by the clean, safe, beautiful, and then everything that we do and focus on falls within those topics. So right now, working with the city of Clinton for the YMCA building cleanup. They are in the middle of remediating that and taking down the middle section in that top photo, and then plans to remove the next section, which is located by abstract and title, with some development options coming there. And then also in the works, the 700 block of South 4th Street. They did have an open house last week talking about that, the bottom photo there. So right by Ace Hardware, Mike's Fun Foods. Another thing we're working on, summer maintenance position. So we have employed a position to do landscaping and light housekeeping. So we are working on redefining that. And then the IDEA downtown assessment application in partnership with Girl Clinton. So what this is, they will focus on, they'll take applications and then they'll select 6 communities that they'll do an intense 3-day study, 25 to 40 page report. They'll have 6 or so individuals come assess the downtown and give us ideas and things of that nature. So think kind of like master plan, but smaller scale, more relevant, and more time sensitive. So we are working with Girl Clinton to do that and hopefully be selected with that. Some other things going on downtown. The city is working to change the traffic lights, removing some of those, making it more efficient while keeping safety in mind and deciding where those need to be. So right now it sounds like 2nd Avenue South, which is the gateway to Riverfront, 5th Avenue South, and then 7th Avenue South, which is coming around. So the highway would be a 4-way stop, and then the rest of the lights would be removed downtown. So they're old, outdated, and very expensive to repair. So we came up with a compromise to keep some of those for safety and remove the ones that weren't needed. We're also been working with the city to improve some of the lighting downtown. So the green light poles, several of them were redone in 2017, but the main block of Avenue South was not. So it's very dim and dark at night. With the increase of pedestrians and patrons downtown with their businesses, that is a need. And then additionally, possibly adding some cameras down there that would come from Riverfront all the way down to, again, promote the safety and well-being of the community members down there. Also with that, we are working with Girl Clinton to set up a meeting with the Clinton Police to sit down and discuss some of the safety concerns happening downtown. Again, in perspective, these are still on a small scale compared to larger communities, but you know, retail theft, security incidents, vandalism is there's still concerns of everyone. So trying to make sure that we can all work together and address those. And then efforts to revitalize the landscaping in downtown. So that hardscaping was done nearly 20 years ago and it has been maintained somewhat, and then just needs a major refresh. So we're working on that for the summer as well. I'm gonna let Lindsay tell you about the Hometown Heroes.
Hometown Heroes, we're continuing that program again. How many years have we done it?
It's a really good question.
Done
I
it
don't
a
know
few
when it
years. And each banner is good for 2 years. If your banner is still in good shape after that, you can extend it yearly as long as it can last. It's $250 for the 2-year program. They're hung on Memorial Day, taken down on Veterans Day. Each banner has the service member's picture, name, rank, and then who nominated them or who paid for their banner. That's all it has, right? Yeah, so if you have anybody that you think would be interested in that, we have applications for it. When do we need those back?
We'll take them anytime. So
Anytime.
we'll kind of put them in batches as they come in. Thanks, Lindsay. And then Carrie will tell you a little bit about Music on the Avenue.
So last year we decided to kind of revitalize Music on the Avenue. We came up with a group who just wanted to volunteer and make it better. So these two and about 5 other people are part of our Music on the Avenue group. We meet 1 to 2, sometimes 3 times a week to try to make it bigger and better. Last year we had a great year. We had record numbers. I mean, we were blown away most every week. We're about 98% finished booking our bands, so stay tuned to see what we have. We have some really awesome bands this year. We've set our goals really high. We also are doing 10 weeks this year, so we've extended it because everybody wants more. And we've also extended it to 2.5 hours nightly because it just wasn't long enough. We have people who want to talk and everybody just wants to stay out and have fun. This is one of the few things in our community that's free. One of the few things probably in our world that's free. And we want to keep it that way. So we do have sponsorships available. If you or your business is interested in sponsoring Music on the Avenue, please get a hold of one of us. We would be glad to talk to you about it. It's a great way to advertise yourself, your business, and put yourself out there. So yeah, that's starting. And like I said, Megan should be announcing our lineup and we're super excited about it. We'll see some new things coming from the Rusty Barrel, the Rusty Wheel will be making its debut, I believe, at Music on the Avenue. We've got some great new food vendors, a lot of excitement. So hope to see you guys all there, if not for anything else, but to have fun with us, because it really was a good time. I don't know how to move her slide. Boom, that was easy. So beyond Music on the Avenue, we get kind of carried away in these meetings. We can't just stay to one thing. So we've decided to do about 1,000 other things. So we have the wine walk, which we've always had downtown. There's a adult prom theme coming up April 24th, 2025. But I forgot to tell you guys that we are having a guest bartending night at the Rusty Barrel. It'll feature all of the lucky SMID board members slinging drinks. So come down to the Rusty Barrel and all of those proceeds will go to Music on the Avenue. And the band is it Evergreen? Evergreen. Okay, Evergreen. That's what I thought. So they're going to be at the Rusty Barrel that night. So like I said, check out our Facebook, add us on Facebook, make sure you guys keep following that for all of the fun stuff. But back to the events beyond, like I said, the wine walk, we're going to do an adult prom theme on Thursday, April 24th. The Fall Music Fest was new for us this year. We just couldn't get enough of music. Everybody wanted more live music, so we had a Fall Fest, and we partnered with the Clinton County Sheriff's Department, which ended up being a really great partnership, so we never want to stop doing that. We had so much fun. They ran out of pumpkins. We had 2 blocks of stuff for kids and families and anybody to do. So that's scheduled for October 12th this year. Then we have the Fall Haunted Wine and Beer Walk. That's usually where people dress up and they go around to businesses. There should be a map available to participating businesses. As always, the downtown trick or treat for the little kids, always a good time. And then the tree lighting, which we also had a very, very nice turnout this year. We had some live music down there, some dancers. So there's sponsorships available for the Beyond, for Music on the Avenue. So we would appreciate your generosity and we would appreciate seeing everybody down there to have fun with us this year. So thank you guys.
All right. Yep, that's all we have for you. Thanks for inviting us, Dennis. Christie?
What's the difference between a SMID and a TIF district?
So you're gonna be able to speak to a TIF better, but it's tax increment financing, so it's more of an incentive for businesses to open. So SMID is a district defined, and we operate under the city of Clinton under an ordinance. And then there's an additional property tax that the owners pay that fund that. So
TIP is just taking the property tax for the improvements of the property within that district and feeding it back into the fund so the city can get other things done, or they can rebate businesses for improvement programs. That's an additional tax that the people in the SMID pay voluntarily to, as it focus so that it focuses just on the businesses in the area in the SMID itself.
Later this week, I've got to get paperwork turned into a town of about half the size of Clinton in Missouri. And I have a client that is a retail, about a 280 store retailer, and they went into that community. And that community wants and needs that type of, in that downtown, wants and needs that to the point that they're going to provide some incentives in order to get them to locate there. And the challenge from my observation would be in the last couple of years when it comes to finding and doing something like that for downtown Clinton, it's pretty much, well, we've got facade money, which is really federal money through the state of Iowa, that then Clinton has to apply for. And beyond that, nothing. So my encouragement is that you would reach out and gather with a couple of folks, sit down around the table, and let's talk about what are some local incentives that can be done at the local level that aren't Iowa or federal money that's being moved around, but genuinely local incentives that can be done, because you got some good ideas that are out there based on what's happening in other communities. And as a way to get in, attract businesses in, and to do other things that help improve the property. So I encourage you to reach out and let's pull together some other folks in that regard. Any other questions? Ray?
Yeah, I got a couple questions. Victory Center was living inside the MCA for 10 years. And we were asked to leave, because there was gonna be some renovation or something going on. What exactly, in clarity, I need to know what's going on there. And then my second question is, this is exciting, what you guys just did. Can that momentum go into the bandshell area where the stadium is? Can we do this on a regular basis? I mean, what you have there, can it be transferred over, somewhere else, so we have more consistent things going on in the bandshell area? Where people can also have fun, just like we're having on the avenue. I mean, I feel that we need to do more on that, in that area.
So
We're
we
just
are
not
like,
doing enough for businesses that can show up their businesses. Remember, we used to have riverboat days, remember that?
Yep. So with the SMID, we are in a defined district and we do represent those property owners directly. So everything we do is within that district. So we do partner with the city though, and we work with Grow Clinton. The Bandshell Riverfront would all be kind of Parks and Rec city led initiatives that we are working together with. But it's not really our area to initiate that. We can certainly support when necessary or when requested, but it's not really our lead on those. Same thing with the YMCA. That definitely was not our lead for that. That was City of Clinton led. And I believe due to the pretty much deteriorating conditions of that building. So they loop us in because we are, a separate district down there and kind of keep us apprised, but they actually were the grant applicants for those projects and that funding. So
is that building being taken down?
they said it was starting January 6th. I haven't seen anything start yet, so I know if weather held that up a little bit. I know that they have the funding, I think, secured for the middle section. They will be applying for grant funding for the next section and then trying to keep the historical section intact. The reason to remove the middle part is so they can shore up and keep that historical building intact without any further deterioration.
Is the right or the left?
The right.
Towards the river, right?
Okay.
Yeah, yep. So hopefully that helped. Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Anybody else in the room have a question? Okay, well, thank you again.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I always find those discussions interesting because I'm a nerd about city stuff. Anybody who knows me knows I'll go on for hours talking about it. Great, thank you, Dennis, for the program. I want to take the time to thank Paul for fellowship and for everybody hosting guests, Ray for invocation, and Mary for greeting today. So, nothing else from the floor. It is time to leave and experience the magic of Rotary. Have a great day, everybody.
I thought you were gonna start to say.
No, I did not. I still didn't gently tap it.
I grabbed the stick.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, good deal. Excellent.